Hello everybody and welcome back. Just like always, I have another video today for you, and it's about building this really super cool upper class medieval fantasy home. So without further ado, I'm pretty excited about this. I say we jump right on into the video and get moving on that time lapse. So I know this house may look a little silly at first glance, but by the end of this video, I think you're really going to appreciate the quirkiness of it. One of my goals most recently has been to build oddly shaped structures so that the world of Almoran isn't just rectangles and a few diagonal builds, but we have some of these weird, oddly shaped, crazy looking buildings that are going to be scattered all around the landscape and in cities themselves. Now with that in mind, this build just kind of came together literally overnight. I began last night at around 9 p.m. and then this morning I worked on it and got it done in just a few hours. I really enjoyed it and I think it came out great, because sometimes just a simple burst of creativity can go an extremely long way. And something else I just wanted to point out is that we are over 850 subscribers on this channel. That is just absolutely phenomenal, and I've been blown away by, everyone's attentiveness to details, everyone's creativity, their ideas, everything have just been absolutely phenomenal. And I thank each and every one of you for being here and supporting the channel through its highs, through its lows, since the beginning all the way up until current. We are less than 150 subscribers away from the coveted 1,000 subs, and I'm already trying to think of some really cool stuff to plan for that. So if you have any really cool ideas, drop it down in the comments section below and we can set something up. Now, I won't continue to talk your ears off. I will allow you to go and let you enjoy a little bit of music for the rest of the time lapse, and then I will meet you back again for the first person view. So I will let you go do that, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, so here we are on the outside, looking in, or really looking on the outside, either way. But you can see this build is just, I think it looks so cool. I think it's just very different from what I typically do. The block palette's slightly different, but I just love the way it came out, and I think you're really going to enjoy the walkthrough. And I love that little middle section, but we'll get to that. That's actually a hallway. But going in, the first thing you're going to see is just a small little area. This is not a foyer. This is more of just literally a hallway to get into the actual build itself. And I love the way we have, we have some seats, we have a small desk, some books, just the basics. Walking in here, you can see that beautiful sun coming through the window, and we have some plants. We have another study area. This would be more of a foyer. This is going to be where guests could sit down and relax until they're called up to the formal dining room or something like that. But I just love the way this comes out, and that sun is just unbelievable. And that's not even using SUSE PTGI. That's just normal SUSE renewed shaders, and that's why I love it. But going through the hallway here, we're going to go into this small area on the right, and this is going to be a bedroom. Each floor is going to have bedrooms in it because I think it just fits this house. It is a 3-story house. We have to maximize the amount of space we have. So it's a double bed, very nice and simple. We have, a dresser, some shelving, but I wanted to keep these rooms extremely basic because I wanted to put the majority of the detail into the exterior of the build myself. And that's just how I am. I'm still working on interiors, and I believe I'm getting better at them, but there's still plenty of progress left to go. Going up the stairs, however, you can see here we have just a small seating area. Nothing crazy, but just so somebody could sit down, look out the window, enjoy the view, and have some time to themselves. Now we're going to go in this small hallway, I guess you could call it, onto the second bedroom. Now this is a double bed. This would be a children's bedroom, as you can see by the flags up against the ceiling. The board games, just the chest full of toys and whatnot. This would definitely be a child's room, and I love the way it came out. I think it just looks really, really cool, and that rectangular space, made good room of it. But here we have the actual dining area. This is the formal dining room, and I'm very proud of this room. I really wanted it to stand out and look very cool, and I think it came out that way. We have some flags, we have some paintings, we have everything up against on the table, some food, some cheese, some wine, a big table, and some very fancy chairs, elegant chairs, and it comes out very well. And here we have the actual kitchen itself. Now this is more of an open floor plan, and I really wanted to just design it differently for this build. I wanted it to be more open instead of narrow and constricting and cluttered. But here we have, I gotta fix that, and that's not the right jams. I gotta do the window, there we go. So sorry about that, but we have some meat on the table, we have some jams, we have herbs hanging up, we have this small little cabinet that's housing a cake, or some bread should I say, and then we have the oven itself, or the furnace, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it looks really, really cool. I love the way it came out. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take one last look and then move on upstairs to the bedrooms. Now this is going to be 2 more bedrooms on the 3rd story. Now these you're going to see I did not really decorate them. They're very simple, very basic. But see this one, we have 2 beds and we have 2 dressers. That's it. I was kind of getting a little tired and everything, so I just kind of threw these rooms up here, but I still think they came out decent. This one came out a little bit better than the last one. You can see that it's a little bit more decorated. Space is a little bit more flowing, and it just comes out a lot better. But we're gonna pop on in here, and that's pretty much this build. And the design was definitely something different than what I typically do, but I've really been challenging myself to do different builds, do different styles and structures, and I really love how this came out. I think it looks really cool. I have to get one last look at the sun rays. It blows my mind. But here we go. We're going to do a quick fly around just like always, and you can see here that it's actually pretty large. I mean, it's not a small build. It's very large. It actually dwarfs the bakery and some of the other houses that I've already built in this area. But you can see we have the chimneys, there we go. And the front is, the back of the build is a repeat of the front. So if you build the front, you could build the back, just copy the entire build, like cut it in half, copy it, and paste it on the other side is pretty much what you can do, and it'll work just fine. So either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching the video. All of you are amazing. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that, I gave you a little bit of inspiration and positivity today. But just like always, this is the Legendary Porpoise signing off. I hope you have a great day, and happy gaming.